Yo, what up guys? It's your boy Superdopx, and in today's video, I want to just go over the HRV workbook that I'm going to be working on for the next couple of weeks, right? So the main objective for week 1 of November 2023 was to start diving into the workbook, because when I first started to implement these breathing practices, I just did the basic 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes at night, but I didn't necessarily exercise the steps in the workbook. I listened and read a little bit of the book that I got this information, which is from Heart, Breath, and Mind. That's the book right here that I am learning all of these breathing techniques from, if you want to check it out. But this book came with the PDF. I downloaded the PDF and I printed it out, and this is the workbook that I'm going to be focused on for the next couple of weeks, being that it's a 10-week program. So let's dive right into it, man. You know, before I actually dive into it, I want to let you guys know that I've been doing the breathing exercises for about a month now, so I don't consider myself I don't have to start in the first weeks of this workbook, if you get my drift, because you know it's I've already done some of the work. So let's dive right into it, right? The first week of the HRV 10-week program is to find your resonance frequency, right? That means you have to find the best breathing practice for you that makes you feel the best, right? And the instructions are all in the book, but to just break it down easily for you guys, the most basic universal breathing technique that can help you with your HRV is a basic inhale for 4 seconds and exhale for 6 seconds, right? That's like a universal breathing technique that most people will benefit from. However, the first week has you find your actual resonance frequency, and that means that you have to practice or do each of the other exercises so that you can find which one fits you best and which one you will benefit from the best, right? So the baseline is 4 seconds inhale, 6 seconds exhale, which is 6 breaths per minute. And it goes up to 6.2, 6.5, 7, and then down to 5.7, 5.5, and 5 breaths per minute. So depending on, you know, your height and all that stuff, it's going to depend on which one of these resonance frequencies is going to work for you. So I've already found out that my resonance frequency, or at least the one that works best for me, is the 6.2 breaths per minute. So that's the one that I've been doing for about 3 weeks now. So let's go on and head on to week 2 and see what that one's about. So week 2, it says using your breath to increase energy. Feel your belly expand on the inhale and deflate on the exhale. You can try this seated or laying down. Strive to make the exhale longer than the inhale, as if you are blowing on hot soup. Now, let me go ahead and give some more explanation to that exercise right there, because again, I've already been practicing that, because sometimes when I'm doing the breathing techniques, I'll go ahead and listen to the book at the same time. So what that has to do is Dr. Leah Lagos covers in this book that our breathing pattern changes as we grow and as we get older, right? Because if you notice a newborn baby, the way he breathes is that his belly, the baby breathes into the belly, right? And if you notice how you are breathing right now, take a moment to go to check it out. You'll notice that it's your chest that goes in and out. And what Dr. Leah Lagos describes in the book is that the way that you're supposed to breathe is breathe into your belly. So a way to figure out how it is that you're breathing is by putting your hand on your chest and a hand on your belly. And if you breathe in and you notice that your chest goes up, then it's not necessarily wrong, but you get a lot more benefits, and the natural way of breathing is belly breathing, right? So I am very aware and very conscious of my breathing nowadays because I've been practicing this, but every single time that I do the breathing exercises, I make sure to breathe into the belly, just like how week 2 described. So I'm already over week 1 and week 2 at this point. Now, week 3, I was actually practicing week 3 for the first time today, because when I did my morning HRV practice, I started listening to the book, and this right here is pretty interesting, right? So it says week 3, letting go of your stress and expanding your emotional range, right? It says feel the stressor on the inhale and release the stressor during the exhale while breathing at your resonance frequency. Now, the way that she describes that this to be done in the book is to think about things that stress you out or things that trigger you during the day, and try to create the feeling of that stress or that fear fear or that jealousy or that anger, you have to create the feeling on the inhale, and then you have to release it on the exhale. Now, this one is very interesting because she describes a little bit of the science behind that, but I personally have read so many books on so many different topics. One of those books being on trauma, right? The book about trauma explained that a lot of these emotions get stuck within our body. They get stuck within our heart, and we have to find a way to release these emotions and get them out. So whenever I seen that Dr. Leah Lagos was describing this in week 3, I'm like, holy, like that's just incredible, because I'm noticing that a lot of the information that a lot of these people or doctors or scientists are talking about is very relatable, and they all seem to kind of hit on the same topic on this like heart, mind, body connection, right? So that's actually the one that I'm gonna focus on this week. So I could go through the rest of them really quick, but this week I'm gonna make sure to start doing week 3, which is letting go of stress and expanding your emotional range. Because for the rest of the other weeks that I've been doing the HRV practice, it was just 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes at night. That's actually the main practice that Dr. Leah Lagos describes in the book and suggests that you start doing. And I've been doing that absolutely amazing. I have not missed a day, and you know, I really love to do it now. I look forward to doing it nowadays. So now for week 1 of November, I'm gonna make sure that during my 20-minute HRV breathing techniques that I start implementing the letting go of your stress and expanding your emotional range. I'm gonna be, so I think in the book she describes that you do the regular resonance breathing techniques for 15 minutes, and then the last 5 minutes that you go ahead and do stress on the inhale and then stress out on the exhale. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna be making another video soon about on how it looks on the app when your heart starts to change from incoherent to coherence. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Peace out, everybody.